Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tams and I create content that encourages a well-lived creative life. And all this year I've been sharing with you how things are going with my planner of choice for 2025, and that has been the Hobonichi Techo Cousin. And here we are in the middle of November, and I have been enjoying this planner immensely. I've got multiple videos happening and on a playlist here. I did want to share with you some things I'm doing a little differently in November. I'm practicing what I think I'm going to do in 2026 because I'm going to continue to use a Hobonichi Techo Cousin. However, I'm going to make a few changes. So let me share with you what I'm changing up a little bit. First off, I've finally found a way to use this kind of year at a glance, and I plan to do quarterly quests in 2026. And I plan to break each quarter up into about 13 weeks, I think is how it comes out. So I've gone in through to here and I've numbered each week. And then I have marked off in a specific color the fourth quarter and the corresponding weeks that go with it. And you'll see what's happening and why I'm doing that. I am also getting a little more intentional about the month at a glance and doing a little bit of color coding here. So I'm also, as the days go by, I'm taking this block and using it as a place to do a little gratitude journaling. Now, the big thing that I've changed this month is my weekly spread. So those of you that have followed me for a while, my weekly spreads are usually incredibly functional. I don't do a whole lot of decorating or anything like that. But one thing that people have asked me is, what happens when life just takes a turn and things don't go to plan and you seriously start to question why we even plan at all? And those periods and seasons are going to happen. I've never really had a good, piece of advice to share with people, but I'm in one of those seasons. I am human. I am with you. And one of the things I stumbled upon was a lady in the planner community. A lot of people share their planners on Instagram. And I noticed that she was being very colorful about her weeklies. So I decided to try to do that just to kind of give me a little extra oomph this month. So all of November, what I'm doing is I do kind of at the beginning of the week, and I'll show you as we go into this week, I am going ahead and I'm just kind of writing in some things that I know are happening. I've got a meeting, I've got a presentation, I've got another meeting, I need to have a project due, and I'm teaching a class. But that's all I'm writing. And then as each day goes by, I am trying to highlight some fun things by adding in some color and doodles. And I am really enjoying this, and I'm trying to be intentional about pulling out the fun, positive things that happen during the day, little wins, that sort of thing. And I've really enjoyed this sort of level up in my decorating. Now, my dailies are very much still the same. I'll show you my dailies for November so far. Let's see what we got here. We'll get into the dailies in a second. But I am using the blank page, like I said, for my goals. I have done this in the past. I'm doing it again. But I'm putting it on the top half, and then I plan to put my monthly review on the bottom half. My dailies are still pretty much, just my timeline of the day on one side and notes on the other. I have incorporated a little bit more sketching and trying to have a little more fun, just playing around with some color and that sort of thing. So, yeah. So there you are. That's where we are so far in November. The one last thing I want to show you is in the back here, there's lots of pages that, I've shared with you. I'm not quite sure how to utilize. And one of the things I am doing is I am turning this My 100 into quarterly quests. So I went ahead and did that for this fourth quarter. I put in some goals, and then I will carry those over into my weeks. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Hope you're having a great November, and I hope that this gave you some ideas and inspiration. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.